Namaste, welcome back. We are discussing UHV 1, session 3. So, in the previous session, we have started this basic human aspiration and their fulfillment. So, we came to this point where we have saw that physical facility is necessary, relationship is also necessary, and right understanding in the self is also necessary. So, what do you think? All these three are required? Can we remove anything from this? All are required. Is something redundant that we can keep it aside? Okay. Is anything more required?
Everything should be balanced.
Okay. That we'll see. But is anything more required than these three? If all three are required, are we working for all the three?
Yes, yes.
We are working for physical facility, relationship, right understanding in the self.
We want them, but we have to accept them.
Where is the main focus now?
Physical.
Our focus is physical facility mostly. We are putting time and effort to get physical facility. But all three are required. If all three are required, then what is your priority?
Right understanding. So,
Right understanding is your
relationship.
relationship is your first priority. So then all three are required, that is sure. But which one is the first priority? If we work on the first priority, the other two will be taken care of.
Relationships.
So you think that relationship is the first priority. Next.
Right understanding is the first priority.
Right understanding. Okay, let us see this. See, when physical facility is not there, we'll become uncomfortable. That's what we discussed, and I asked you to do this assignment of counting clothes. How many of you did it?
About 50 pairs.
You have more than 50 pairs. So, is it more than enough for you or less than enough?
More than enough.
More than. Can you see that? So, when physical facility is not there, we'll become uncomfortable. But when there is physical facility, we think of other things. And the problems in our family is due to lack of fulfillment in relationship or lack of fulfillment of physical facilities. Lack of physical facilities. What do you think? In mostly in our families, the problems, issues are because lack of fulfillment of relationship or lack of physical facilities.
I think it depends on the situations. A few times it's physical facilities and few times it's relationship.
Okay. So, but mostly where the problem?
Physical facilities.
You think that problems, issues are due to lack of fulfillment, lack of physical facilities. Okay. So, if in our family we can see that. So, keep it open and see how it is there in other families. It's due to lack of. We have all the physical facility, but mostly the fulfillment in relationship is not there. That's why so many issues are happening. But fine, if there is problems due to lack of physical facility, we will work for physical facilities. If there is problems due to lack of fulfillment in relationship, we will work for fulfillment in relationship, right? So let me give an example. You said that priority is uh, relationship, right? Now there is a hot summer out, and there is too much sweating inside the home. Also, you have physical facility, money, and you went to shop and got the AC, and you fitted in the room. Now you are sitting inside the room with the AC. Now you are comfortable.
Yeah.
Climate is conducive inside the room. Are you comfortable? Now, if there is a friend came to you, see you, and you are sitting together and discussing. You are discussing very good thoughts, exchanging nice understanding you have, and exchanging the right thoughts, right? So you are happy?
Yeah.
You are happy. Now a enemy, that the person with whom you have feeling of opposition, came inside the room. By seeing him, you get irritated. So that person has entered the room. Are you happy now?
So maybe not.
Right? Physical facility is there. AC is running 18 degrees. You are comfortable. But you have this conflicting thoughts, feeling of opposition. Will you be comfortable? Will you be happy?
No, sir.
Now that person has left. Okay. But still you are thinking of this person, why this person came to my room. That person already left. But you are still thinking of him without having right understanding about relationship. You are thinking about him again, why he is coming, why he has disturbed. So what is happening? What is lacking here?
Maybe right understand.
So right understanding in myself. He don't know that I am feeling this conflict thoughts inside me. After he left, he don't know what I am feeling. But who is feeling inside? Me. Can you see this? That right understanding is important.
So
Yeah. So yeah, if you have doubt, you can.
but without a relationship, I think what will we understand, right? So I think we have to give equal priority to relationship and right understanding, because we do right understanding in a relationship.
Yeah, we are not saying that relationship is not required.
No, I'm
Yeah, I'm coming to that point. Relationship is required. Right understanding is also required. Which holds highest priority?
In that case, I would tell both have equal priority.
Okay, keep it open. We'll discuss further and you can explore within.
Yeah.
And come to a conclusion. No need to decide now.
Yeah.
So, right understanding in the self, relationship with human being, and physical facility with rest of nature. So, from where we get physical facility? From the nature. So, with whom I have relationship with other human being. Where should be right understanding? In myself. Okay. With right understanding is my first priority. Relationship is second priority. Then physical facility is my third. Working on the first priority will solve the other two priorities easily, can taken care of, right? So right understanding in the self, myself, and with that right understanding, if I understand the relationship, feelings in relationship, then I will be happy, and the person with whom I am interacting will also be happy. We'll both will be mutually happy. Okay. With right understanding in myself, physical facility from nature, I will be prosperous. I take how much I need from the nature, and I am not exploiting the nature. Nature will also be prosperous, nourished, right? Nurtured. So that is what we say, mutually prosperous. So I can fulfill my basic human aspiration, happiness and prosperity in continuity by working on these three things with said priority order. Right understanding in the self, relationship with human being, physical facility with nature. I will be mutually happy, mutually prosperous. So this is what is proposed here. We can check this. This is what we say human consciousness. When a human being living with human consciousness, he will be working on all these three things: right understanding, relationship, physical facility. But what is the current state? So mostly we are focused and working on physical facility. So that's what we say animal consciousness. For animals, what is required? Physical facility. It is necessary and adequate. But for human being, physical facility is necessary, but it's not adequate. We need more relationship, right understanding. Are we able to see this? Right? So human being living with human consciousness is fine. Is there any problem? Human being living with human consciousness?
Yes.
Animals living with animal consciousness. Is there any problem?
Yes.
A human being living with animal consciousness.
Yes.
All the problems are there, right? When people work only for physical facility, not with understanding, right understanding and relationship, all those issues, concerns, all comes up, right? What is the most fear for us? What is the biggest fear for us?
Death.
Natural calamities.
Death.
Diseases.
Yeah, natural calamities. Okay. Then animals,
Mhm.
human beings. So which out of these three is most fearful for us?
Human beings.
Because human beings living with animal consciousness is that creating that fear. Natural calamities, it happens. It is natural. And animals, until you go and trigger that animal, you don't find any harm, right?
Humans are unpredictable.
Right. So we have to see this. So let us go with this background to understand the proposal of happiness. Happiness is to be in the state of harmony. That is the proposal. The state in which I want to continue. I don't want to come out of that state. The state where there is no fears, confusions, contradictions, conflicts. In that state, I want to continue. That is the state of harmony. That is happiness. Right? If I am forced to be in a state where I don't want to continue, that is unhappiness. I don't want to be there in that state, but I am forced to be continued in that state. That is what we say is unhappiness. Right? The happiness and excitement are two different things. Happiness is a state, there is harmony, I want continuity of it. Excitement is temporary happiness, it's not continuous. Prosperity is the feeling that I have more than required physical facility. That is prosperity. The feeling that I have more than required physical facility. So that's what we asked you to do this assignment of counting clothes, pairs of clothes. If we see that required quantity, how much is required, then I can decide whether I have more or less. If I have less, I have to work for it. Either food, shelter, clothes, gadgets, anything. If I have less, I will work for it. If I have more, then I will see right utilization of it. Why this more is here? This more is here to help others. If you are feeling prosperous, then you will try to help others. Suppose I have counted my clothes, uh, then there was 25 pairs. Then I have decided to have 7 for 1 week and wash those clothes, and I need more 7 more. So I have decided to keep 14 or 15. Remaining 10 pairs I gave to the people who worked in my building construction. So now I am not purchasing the new one until I feel that I am not comfortable with the present, means the size is not comfortable or it is toned away, it's not fit for wearing, protecting my body, then I buy. But my in 2 years I have hardly bought only one pair of clothes. Previously, I used to buy for every birthday or Diwali, and three occasions I used to buy three pairs. Even if I have more, I used to buy. But that is reduced. So this more is to nurture others, help others, right? That is prosperity. If we don't quantify how much required for me, my family, how much is there, will it be sufficient? Let me clarify this with an example. You went to a coffee shop and ordered a coffee, and the coffee they bought in a jug and a cup. So now the cup has a hole in the bottom. Now, how much coffee is required to fill the cup?
Is enough.
So you cannot fill the cup because you don't know how much is required. There is no limit. You think that it's unlimited. So I need more and more money to get happiness. So how much is required? We think unlimited, right? Can you see that? The prosperity is the feeling that I have more than required physical facility. What are the two things important here? We have to see how much is required, how to produce it, whether I have this more or not. A person who has this prosperity feeling thinks to rightly utilize the physical facility and nurture the others. But a deprivation, if a person who thinks that I don't have more, then he thinks to exploit the others and exploit the nature. But where we are getting physical facility? Nature. We exploit the nature, dominate the others. We take from the nature and others. So a deprived person thinks of accumulating and exploiting the others. So this is the proposal about happiness and prosperity. The whole transformation is holistic development. We want to move from left side down to right side up, from animal consciousness to human consciousness. That is what we call it as development, holistic development. This is the transformation where we are working. So is this transformation desirable for us? Is it desirable, right? So is it achievable?
Yeah. If you try, it would be possible.
Yeah, if we put effort. Right now it looks very difficult, not possible, but if every one of us takes this content, brings this in the education, then the transformation slowly, gradually happens. Okay. So do we need to make effort for this transformation?
Yes.
Do you need a holistic perspective to make this effort? Should education help you to make this effort? So the education that we are taking today is mostly skill based. If it is value guided skill based education, then it will be more
Effective.
useful for transformation and for this progress. Like, let me give an example here. Uh, there is a mathematics calculations in our lower class subtractions. How this education can be value based education? Value education is this. How can be education value based? In the subtraction, you can add like this, that You have 5 mangoes and you shared 3 mangoes with your sister. How many mangoes are remaining? But the question is saying that sharing to your sister for fulfillment of relationship. This is what value based education. Value education is that what we are going through. Value based education is the next step. When we understand values, we can bring this type of education into our educational system so that the next generation will understand the fulfillment of relationship and right understand. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
Yes. So we'll conclude this session. Whole UHV one is based on this, and this is dragging our attention that need for this holistic development for human world vision, a holistic perspective. Holistic means it includes all the three required to fulfill basic human aspiration, happiness, and prosperity, that is, physical facility, relationship, right understanding, in the full expanse of our living. As a human being, I'm as individual, I'm a member in the family, I'm a member in the society, I'm a unit in the nature. So I have to understand all the levels. So we'll continue this discussion to understand about individual in the next session. More discussion will be happening in UHV2, that what you are going to take in the higher semesters, maybe next semester. So would you be interested in taking UHV2?
Yes.
So there is a home assignment for you. We have listed our aspirations and concerns in the first class.
Yes, sir.
In that session, we have asked you to write your aspirations and concerns, and you can now do that. Whether this aspiration can be fulfilled by right understanding, relationship, or physical facility. Suppose you want money. Money is your aspiration. I want to get money. Is it this money is to fulfill which one? Is fulfilled by which one? Physical facility. Like that, good food, physical facility. Peace of mind. For that, you don't need physical facility.
Understand.
Right understanding and relationship. Like that, you list your aspirations. These are some examples. You can list your aspirations and see that what is required to fulfill that aspiration. Is it physical facilities required to fulfill? Relationship is required to fulfill? Right understanding. If that is coming in two, you put right understanding, physical. If it is coming in all the three, you put right understanding, physical facility, and relationship. How much time and effort we are putting every day for these three things: right understanding, relationship, physical facility? In 24 hours, you are there 10 hours in college, eating 2 hours, sleeping 8 hours, other activity 4 hours. You split how many hours you are spending for right understanding. Coming to this session, maybe 1 hour, right? So like that, how many hours you are spending with your family members, near and dear, to interact, so to fulfill the relationship. How much time you are spending for physical facility to get job, money? How much time you are spending, so that we can focus. So we'll discuss your aspirations at individual level. You can note down if this aspiration is for your individual, like get to be happy, to be healthy. That is your aspiration. That is individual. Suppose you want to be comfortable with everyone in your family. That is the aspiration in the family level. Then you can have aspiration of good job. That is at the society level. At the nature level, you are aspiring for having a good resources, natural resources around you. And you may list your concerns at 4 levels: individual, family, society, nature. Like anger, tension, stage fear at individual level. Maybe peer pressures, that parents have some norms, you have to follow that. That type of concern you have, you list down that. Your concerns are at society level about domination, exploitation, some differentiations happening, and some terrorism, war. These type of concerns are there, that is under society level. And nature level, you can see pollution, all resource depletion, all these are your concerns at nature level. So these are the assignments that you have to take on, uh, to see what are your aspirations, where it is leading, where it is related, individual, family, society, nature, concerns, where it is related. And we'll discuss in the next session with concerns at individual level, how to resolve these concerns. We'll meet in the next class and starting with a quiz on this session. So thank you, and if you have any questions, we'll take now. Namaste.